What's up guys, Ace here today, bringing you guys a card of the day, and today we have Runaway Steamkin, which costs 1 generic and a red. It's a creature elemental that says, whenever you cast a red spell, if Runaway Steamkin has fewer than 3 +1/+1 encounters on it, put a +1/+1 encounter on it. Remove 3 +1/+1 encounters from Runaway Steamkin to add 3 red to your mana pool. That starts at 1 power and toughness. I think this card is pretty strong for any deck that really wants to play low to ground creatures and really run away with the game. No pun intended. Actually, yeah, there's a pun intended there. This card is super strong. It's one of those cards where I feel like if you have a tutor, especially a specifically early game tutor, maybe a gamble, maybe I think it's called a Firebright creature that tutors for elementals. I think you tutor for this all the time if you're playing a low aggro to the ground aggro deck, because this is just a strong card and you will run away with the game with this. So at first glance in standard currently, we have a lot of decks going around, and I think only one deck really wants to run this. That's really mono red deck wins. And that is basically just a creature deck that tops off at 4 mana, but essentially if you get this out early, you can just dump your hand, and that's where it becomes really strong. You dump your hand and you play all the cards and you hope for the best, really, and that's how you run away with the game. It provides you such a large card advantage for just playing your hand. I think you have to run it. You just have to. Especially like you play this in probably every aggro deck in standard currently, and I think it's warranted for the most part. I think it's definitely warranted, especially for like if you're playing a big or maybe a big red deck. Maybe it's even worth playing it there, because this is just, if you play enough small CMC spells, you can miss a few land drops and hit your bigger red creature spells with this, because you'll get 5 mana if you're playing this for 2, and then you get the 3 red essentially later on if it doesn't die. It's pretty good, right? I think this is going to be played in, I think, any standard deck that wants to have an aggro part to it. And I guess not. And you're, I guess, mono colored as well, because I guess you don't want to play this with like black creatures as well, because it's like 2 mana for 1/1 is not a good rate, I guess. So if you play at least one other red spell with this, it's a decent card. It's a decent card. But if you play 2, it's a 2 mana 3/3, and that's just great. And then of course, the third one is just the best. I think you play this in EDH if you're playing a red deck, obviously. Mono red deck specifically, I don't think it's that good if you incorporate other colors to it. Like I said, it is below power and toughness if you're not incorporating its ability to it, but of course we have to. So when you do, this card becomes bonkers. I think I have an EDH game where I do pop off with this, and it's just me dumping my hand, and I get such a large advantage. Although I didn't win the game, I don't believe. You can check it up on my channel. I think I was playing Sabira. I just dumped so much mana into this early, and I was able to play my hand, and basically from that point on, get Sabira's card advantage off with netting cards, obviously. So with that being said, play this in your mono red deck. If you do it for early, maybe gamble for it. It might be worth it, to be honest, because this is just such a good card for mono red aggro decks and EDH as well. It's probably going to be played more so battle cruiser to mid power, maybe high power, but other than that, I think that's where you want to play it in EDH. I don't think it'll be played in internal formats. I don't think it is, but yeah, that's Runaway Steamkin. It's a pretty good card. Anyways, hope you guys like this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Other than that, peace out, guys, and I'll see you guys later.